Hello, Libra, and welcome to your Removing the Blinder tarot reading. I want to start by saying thank you guys so much for the love and support that I've seen this far on the channel. Thank you for all the likes, subscribe, shares, comments, all very much appreciated and has helped the growth of the channel immensely. So thank you guys so much for that. If you do find this message is helpful or that it resonates with your situation, please feel free to like the video or comment below. Also, if you would like future messages, you can feel free to subscribe to the channel. Everyone's always welcome here, and I upload messages daily. So, Libra, we are going to take a look at what you're not seeing, the impact this is having on your life, why you're unable to see this, how to remove the blinders, and what benefits comes from this. Please remember these messages are general, so they're not going to resonate every time with every person. I do have several removing the blinders spreads that I've done in the past. These spreads are kind of don't have a time intention. They're really time fluid. So whenever you watch the video, and I do sometimes I channel the same energy, but for the most part, these messages all come out differently. So, Libra, what are you not seeing? And what impact is this having on your life? Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Swords in reverse symbolizes to me a lack of trust, a lack of compassion, maybe a little bit of jealousy intertwined. I feel like either you or the person that you're seeking guidance about is mostly having issues with trust, being able to trust somebody, and this kind of creates these other characteristics to come along with that. When you don't trust, then you're really insecure, you're not willing to reach out as much, there's just this not knowing who to trust. Okay, now with the Seven of Wands in reverse, this tells me that this is causing a lot of internal grief, maybe even a little bit of insecurity or a lack of confidence, because even though you've never done anything to this person, you may be questioning, like, why do they do this towards me then if I've never done that? Okay. One thing I can say, and I can speak from personal experience on this, is if there's people in your life that were put into your life that you were supposed to be able to rely on your entire life, such as a mother, a father, or an aunt or an uncle, and any of those people caused you harm or didn't look out for your best interests, there could be a lack of trust stemming from a childhood trauma. It doesn't necessarily have to deal with relationships, even though it could. But I really get the sense here that this lack of trust is causing a lot of strife, is causing a lot of stress and grief on this partnership this friendship, this relationship, however you envision this person in your life, this relationship is strained because of the lack of trust. Why are you unable to see this? The Four of Swords symbolizes healing. I feel like the reason why you're probably not able to see this, Libra, is because you're going through your own healing process. Okay? You're going through your own self-awareness, self-discovery, coming to this awareness of what's best for you. What is your soul's purpose? You know, what do you like doing? What do you envision doing? Right? I feel like you're also looking towards the future a lot. Okay? Trying to look past what's going on currently and kind of contemplating the future. Even though this is a good place to be, Libra, within yourself, if you're dealing with a person who still needs healing from the past, they're still going to be looking back. They're still going to be always, you know, going over. There's a healing process that needs to take place. And this healing process doesn't happen overnight. It's like when you're healing from a relationship, like a breakup, you experience that breakup every time you're reminded of that person. So every time you hear a song that's reminded of them, every time you go to a place that's reminded of them, every time you see a person or do something that reminds you of that person, you're going through a little bit of a healing process each time. A little bit of acceptance that this is the new norm, a little bit of healing. There could even be bad experiences that they experienced with this person. But I get the sense here, Libra, that they have their own healing process that they're having to go through, and you as well. And having an understanding that if this is meant to be, that it'll be, and you guys will come together in divine timing, right? When the time is right. When you guys, because if you guys come into union before this and you guys are still going through your healing process, you could hurt each other immensely. So, and a lot of times this is why twin flame soulmate connections take longer to come into union, is because they come into union too early when they're still going through their healing process, and they hurt each other in that process of healing. Because sometimes when we're healing from situations, we're experiencing karma. We're experiencing our karma. We're put into situations that will allow us to feel the way that we've made people feel in the past. Whether we want to or not, this will happen. And so if they have this process that they're going through, this healing karma process, and you and them are involved with each other, you could potentially be harmed before you can come into your true spiritual union. So, taking the time, focusing on yourself, planning it out. I feel like you're in this process of coming to awareness of what your true soul purpose is. And maybe going through this process with this person is bringing that into fruition as well. How do you remove these blinders? Healing. But the Five of Pentacles symbolizes walking away from abandonment, walking away from negative people, places, and things that are no longer serving. I feel like also walking away from confusion. The Seven of Cups just popped out when I was talking about that. So there's definitely a lot of confusion going on in this scenario, in this story, in this reading. And I feel like taking a step back from that and focusing on yourself and your own process is what's going to be best for this connection. This is what just came out. Eight of Cups, Chariot, Queen of Coins. This tells me change of heart, walking away, moving forward, focusing on yourself. feel like that's what's going to, if this connection is meant to be, this partnership is meant to be, it's going to come into union. So taking a step back, that doesn't necessarily mean stop talking and block and ghost. And it just means take a step back, withdraw some of your energy from the scenario, and focus the energy you're withdrawing on yourself. What benefits will come from this? I feel like the conflict will cease. Everything happens in divine timing. It's crazy that some people don't understand this. Everything happens for a reason. Everything. The lessons and the blessings. Having patience with this process, Libra, is what's going to bring you through this. And ultimately, taking a step back, withdrawing energy, and refocusing on yourself is going to end this conflict, is going to end this confusion. So overall energies, we have the Death card, Ace of Pentacles. So the Death card symbolizes transformation, death of ego, along those lines. Something very well could be like a karmic situation. You were presented with a relationship or a partnership that was meant to be in your life to bring in a lesson. They weren't meant to stay there. Like I said, having patience with the process, coming into this higher sense of awareness, though, for sure. There may also be an ending. So like I said, walking away, but this may not even be with this relationship or this partnership. This could very well be in another avenue of your life that something is ending. Maybe a job is ending, or you're moving maybe to another location, because we do have the Chariot as well. But ultimately, Libra, I feel like once you go through this Tower moment, all of these past traumas, all of this past stuff, gunk, is going to be healed and ultimately bring you into this Emperor, higher form of yourself, right? Leveled up to the next level of life. Sometimes the process isn't always easy. In the end, it will always be worth it. So, Libra, taking this time and focusing on yourself instead of putting your energy into something that isn't reciprocated is what's going to be best. So that is the message that I have for you, Libra. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. And I look forward to seeing your beautiful souls again soon. Namaste.